By 2050, the world population is expected to reach 9 billion people. By the end of the century, we'll be up to 11 billion. The United Nations estimates that the world will need to produce 70% more food just to keep up. But with resources like land and water under pressure in many parts of the world, food security remains a critical issue. Gert Verberg is the chairman of the UN Committee on Food Security, and we talked about just how critical land security was to the future of food security.
We are able to feed 9.6 billion people by 2050, but then we really have to improve production to secure land tenure for people and for farmers especially, and to work together.
Africa is going to be an area of such huge population growth. It's such an arid continent. How do you plan to cope with the population growth there?
Well, first of all, the technologies are there. It is just to connect smallholder farmers and family farmers in the remote area to make use of these technologies in an easy way. And well, that's easier said than done, but there are good examples. Let me give one example. In the Philippines, for instance, the government is trying to get some information to the rice farmers in the remote area, but they are not able to use their mobile phones. So what the government is doing there, they are delivering the information to young students in the villages and the towns, and they are spreading the information amongst the farmers. Well, it's good for youngsters because they can contribute to food security, and it's a very pragmatic solution for the time being.
China, of course, is closer to home for Australia, a massive population with food security a very big issue. Do you think Australia has a role to play in helping our region with that issue?
My suggestion is Australia could take the lead in this region, being in a region where a little bit up north there are 2.5 billion people in emerging economies, and we know if they are improving the standard of life, they will also improve their menu, their diets, and they are asking for other food topics and another food basket. You could lead the dance from Australia. So it's not only about export, physical export of foodstuffs, etc., and processed foods. It's also to share knowledge, technology, research, and to organize and connect people.
Gert, I'm interested in your thoughts about the kinds of food we eat. Of course, beef production as an example. It's very intensive, the production of beef. What about foods like insects and vegetation? Should we be looking at that to secure our food supply?
Yeah, it's an opportunity, but I don't think that people like to have a kind of kitchen police that is making quite clear what they can eat and what they cannot eat. I think it's much more fruitful to connect people with the production of food. I mean, so many children do not even know how, for instance, their hamburger or their chicken finger is produced. Reconnect people and children with their food, make them aware or educate them how important good food is for a good health now and in the future. And I trust consumers and their organizations that they will make up their mind. But indeed, insects is a new to us a new source of protein.
Gert, I noticed that you found the climate scepticism in this country rather bemusing. I liked your idea to be climate smart, whether you believe in climate change or not.
I would say, whether you believe in climate change or not, try to anticipate in order to save yields and to save harvest for farmers and to secure food security and nutrition. So create through collaboration in a multi-stakeholder way, because that is what I believe in. We have created a lot of problems, created a lot of problems by working apart and looking at agriculture and food security as a silo. Through working together, you can anticipate and create win-win. Produce better, using less seeds and fertilizers, create less greenhouse gases, and in the end have a better income as farmers' family, so that you can send your children to school and support a rural economy.
Really good food for thought. Gerda, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you, it was a pleasure.